All right. Okay. So here we go once again. This is Lucifer here, business and spiritual consultant as always. And we're back. And if you're wondering what Lucifer is doing on earth, well, let me tell you. He's talking about everything. He's talking about everything that the word is made of, which is what? Business and spirituality. Okay, so somebody asked me in the comment section what business you're talking about. The business is none of your business. No, I'm kidding. Well, no, I'm not kidding. Well, I'm kind of kidding, but I'm not kidding at the same time. What I mean is, um, you'll find out when the time is right. I am a business consultant and amongst other things, and I'm also a promoter. I do events and shows and things of that matter. Uh, I hope that answers your question. Now, funny thing is, funny thing is, so Elmera, Elmera just received my message. You know, I don't know, man. You can keep up, you can keep up your little act and your little fakery and shit like that, But at the end of the day, we both know that it's a load of garbage. At the end of the day, we both know whatever you're doing is a load of garbage. Now, the thing is, I did do a video. I'm going to condense everything I said. It was a little bit long, so I'm going to try to condense everything I said. 2 plus 2 is 4, right? So you have this energy where, you have this thing, there's this thing going on where he's going after other voodoo practitioners, right? Consistently. Like, he never communicates. He never tries to engage with the community. He never tries to communicate with the community. He only attacks the community. So it's kind of like, okay, he's talking about masonry. He's clout chasing. And he's talking about masonry and shit like that, right? So to me, it just seems like I'm right. To me, it just seems like I'm right. To me, it just seems like this guy is only here to propagate some bullshit. You know what I mean? He's the best in the world, but there's nobody on his channel. His channel is dry as shit, right? Best in the world, dry channel. No content, no nothing. All right, whatever. You know, the thing is, you have to understand, I'm not going after this guy's money or anything. I'm not trying to specifically destroy him and stuff. Well, I am trying to destroy him, but not for the same reasons that a lot of people think that I'm doing it for. It's a personal issue. It's not a business issue. It's a personal issue because this guy has been commended to try and take me down. This guy has been commended to try and take me down. And the worst part is, at first, maybe he wasn't necessarily concentrating on doing that. But that I did mention him to find out who he is. I did talk about him because I didn't know who that guy was. With the whole EA thing and whatnot. So that part, understandable. I'll give you that. Everything that happened after, weird. Everything that happened after was fucking weird. Everything that happened after I responded, the first time I responded, was fucking weird. Nothing made sense. Absolutely nothing. Nothing added up. Chalk it up as a conspiracy. Chalk it up as a what's it called? How do you call that again? Not conspiracy. Chalk it up as a cover up, right? Chalk it up as a cover up. Chalk it up as a conspiracy, man. Shit don't make sense. Shit don't add up. Nothing adds up, bro. Like, a lot of people didn't pay attention to our battle. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, wasn't paying attention. A lot of people wasn't paying attention. You know, I destroyed him on YouTube. I destroyed his whole mentality. And then he was talking about some shit like, well, I'm gonna handle it. I'm gonna handle it in the street. You know, he's gonna do some magic. You know, whatever. You know what I mean, you can't do that. You can't backtrack. You can't get out of a battle in the middle of a battle, bro. Like, what kind of shit is that? You lost. You lost in the sauce. You lost in the sauce. A lot of people didn't want to recognize my magic either. People was calling me, telling me, you know, that this is magic. This is magic because you don't know what you're looking at. This is magic. We make magic over here. In Hollywood, that's what they say. In Hollywood, you ask them, you ask a Hollywood producer, what do you do here? You make movies? He's gonna tell you, nah, we make magic. And that's true. I do the same things too now. So a lot of people didn't understand what was going on in front of their faces, man. But no matter if you don't understand the fourth, fifth dimension and the third dimension, no matter that, clear as day, just on a channel battle versus timeline, I destroyed you. But you're still around, talking shit. That shit don't make sense. It don't make sense. I understand. I don't have a big, following. I don't have a big channel like he has. I don't have a following like he has. I understand that, but bruh, that's a 50 and 1 record. That's a 50 and 1 loss record. I'm that loss. He lost against that guy. You know what I mean? That's on your record. That is on your record. Now I know you, man. I kind of feel bad. You look out of shape. You're looking in bad shape, man. I don't know. I'm just welling on you right now. That shit ain't right. But I'm gonna keep welling on you though. Because you're doing some fuckboy shit. Ain't nobody know that you're doing some fuckboy shit. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I know you're doing some fuckboy shit because I know a lot more than most of the people that watch you. So everybody else don't understand what's going on, but I know what's going on, so that's why I'm welling on you right now. But seriously, I don't like to kick a man when it's down. I don't like to do that. I'm not a kind of guy that kick a man when it's down, bro. But this ain't about kicking a man when it's down either. It ain't about that. This is strictly personal. Like, this is very personal. Like, you know what I mean? Y'all doing some Mason cultist bullshit and stuff like that. Shit is weird to me, man. Shit is weird to me, man. It don't add up. It doesn't add up. Now, a lot of people don't understand that every time he mentions specific things like EA Coetic, from now on, since my battle with him, you have to understand, if you mention EA, which I don't reply, I don't answer to that kind of shit. Like, but I'm just saying, I've noticed that you trying to bait me into battles with you. You're trying to create matches. You're trying to create, WrestleMania matches. You know what I mean? So you have to understand, if you mention EA after you had this whole battle with him, it's because you wanna bait the guy to say something, right? Because that guy's his friend. If you say something about somebody and that person's his friend, you're gonna expect his friend to say some shit, right? So if you mention that shit, bam, it's because you want a response. Now you have to understand, I'm the one that made him come out and say that he was a Mason. It wasn't somebody else. It wasn't no goo. It wasn't none of these people. It was me. I did that shit. Right? And now he's mentioning that he a Mason again. He didn't do that shit because for no reason. He's trying to get me out of hiding. He's blowing smokes. He's blowing smoke so I can come out my hole and shit. You know what I mean? I didn't say it worked. But at this point, at this present time, the attacks that has been attempted on me obviously brings me to this conclusion here. So whatever happens from here on, it's all on you. Whatever happens to your channel, all on you. Whatever happens to your business, all on you. This was your doing and you know it. You know it. You know it was you. All right? So whatever happens to you physically, because the thing is, I already laid down the blueprint. I already laid down the blueprint. The blueprint's already on the table. Right? So whatever happens outside your business, because you like handling shit outside of business, whatever happens outside the business, that's all on you. You know what I mean? The blueprint's already laid down. The blueprint is already laid down. And the thing that I would like you to notice though, because I feel like that's kind of weird though. I feel like, because that's weird though. To me, like, I don't know, like, because the thing, it's confusing, man. It's confusing because the guy's saying like he's the best in the world. But then I look at Dolo and shit. I look at Dolo and he kind of like, Dolo did some wild shit, man. Dolo did some wild shit, bro. But Dolo never said he was the best in the world, though. You know what I mean? Like, I just, you know, anyway, I'm just letting, you know, it just doesn't, it's a little side note. It's a side note. It's a side note. It's a side note, man. But it's kind of weird, though. Like, it's a bit sus. You know what I mean? But like I said, man, I don't like to kick a man while it's down. I don't want to, you know, and everything. But these motherfuckers are trying to ruin my life. You know, I'm not having fun doing this, man. I'm not having to. And nah, bro, I do minimum wage, man. I do minimum wage, man. You know what I mean? I do minimum wage, bro. Like, you know, it is, you know, it is what it is, bro. Like, you know, you know what I mean, bro? But at the end of the day, doing minimum wage or not doesn't change who I am. You know what I mean? I got the confidence. I got enough confidence, and I have enough arrogance to not believe that I'm incapable to achieve. You know what I mean? I guess that's the only difference. That's the biggest difference between me and someone else. The difference between me and someone else is I have enough arrogance and confidence to believe that I can achieve. You know what I mean? Most people might have the arrogance, but they don't have the confidence. Most people might have the confidence, but they ain't got no arrogance. You know what I mean? You know, so they might not believe that they could achieve certain things. You know what I mean? They're not gonna put their hands in the fire. You know what I mean? So I do put my hand in the fire. Sometimes I come out on top, and sometimes I don't. You know, like it happens a lot. You know, it happens a lot. It happens all the time. You know, I put my hand in the fire all the time, bro. And sometimes it pans out, sometimes it don't pan out. So, and to me, I feel like the reason why I'm still getting paid minimum wage is because of all these obstacles. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of obstacles in here, man. There's a lot of obstacles. There's obstacles that I don't even know that they're obstacles until I come in front of them. As of Dolo, I didn't know Dolo was an obstacle, man. Like, I had no idea. I had no idea, bro. Like, no idea. I didn't know Elmera was an obstacle. I had no clue. You know what I mean? He took my videos the way he wanted to take it. That's his problem. But at the end of the day, it's still weird that he took it the way he took it. You know, it was very defensive. At first, I thought he was just like, you know, some kind of dude that like just always on the defensive and shit. But now that I look at it from another point of view, I don't believe that's the case. I think he's just bullshitting. I don't think he's a defensive kind of person. I don't think he like always takes shit like over the top like that. I feel like that's just, it's because of his format. It's because of what he's using. Now the thing is, you have to understand there's a lot of consistencies between Elmera and Dolo, right? So Elmera this week talks about being a Mason. I made a video talking about Dolo being a Mason, and Dolo also admitted being a Mason, which is another thing that I am the only one to have made him do. So that's two guys that I suspect of Masonry, and that's two guys that actually admit their Masonry. Two plus two is four, man. Like what else do you, what other proof do you need, bro? Like, you know what I mean, bro? Like, but okay, I'll admit, even though I said not everybody in Masonry is a bad person, you know what I mean? But there's different schools of Masonry, though. And I feel like these guys know exactly what they're doing. I feel like these guys are part of this whole bullshit. Because another equation, another algebra equation, right, is the guy only clouts with other people. Elmera only clouts with other people. He does not participate. He does not congratulate. He does not get involved. He does not teach. He doesn't do any of that stuff. But he clouts. He clouts a lot. Why is he doing that? Why is he always clowning? I'm going to tell you why he's always clowning. Because like I said in my last video, he's trying to bring the faces out, the big faces out, the big faces like me. He's trying to bring out the big faces like me. He's trying to see who are the rebels, who are the ones that are not going to go for the communist agenda. Because he's a communist. Acting like about Haitian pride and shit. He ain't about Haitian pride. He's a communist. He's a fucking commie, bro. So that's one. That's two. Plus another two. Why Dolo never has any debate with people in the community? High level people. He has no debates with anyone that's on this platform, that's on the level of his platform. None. And everybody that says that they tried talking to Dolo will tell you this nigga started wilding out. And most of the time is the same story. I just said hi. So this guy is in a position where he's like, fuck everybody. I got the connections to make some of these niggas disappear. I'm just going to take over the platform. I don't need to say shit to nobody. And I'm going to just take over the platform. And that's the end of that. The only thing is, it didn't really work with me. So that's another two. So that's a 2 plus 2 is 4 equation right there. And that's a consistency that Elmera and Dolo have. I don't know if Dolo and Elmera know each other. I have no idea. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. I don't know. But the consistency of how these guys of my theory on this conspiracy, right, is that these guys are trying to do some hitman work. They're doing wet work. They're going into the field. They're doing spy work. That's spy work right there, man. Like, that's legit spy work, right? They're going into the field dressed up, looking like, speaking the language of the people of that particular nation or community or society, establish themselves as a pillar, and they're just collecting names. Collecting names and killing anybody that would be in the way or that gets in the way. He's the best. Another consistency, because these things are not inconsistent, they're consistent. He's the best in the world. Best in the world. Nobody on the platform. Dolo, leader of the spiritual community, supposedly. That's what he wanted to do. That was his goal. That's what he wanted to achieve. Leader of the spiritual community on here. Nobody on this platform. Everybody that try to get on the platform, they get rejected. They seem to have the same exact way of doing business without knowing each other, without even pronouncing the word to each other, without knowing each other. They have the exact same way to conduct their business. All right. Okay. If that's how you feel, me, I see consistencies in this. I don't see inconsistencies. That's very consistent. Very consistent. Very consistent shit. So, right now, Dolo is another consistency. Elmera says specific keywords to bring people out. He uses words like EA. He uses words like Mason to bring people out. L'anglais sous. That's me. That's also me. And then that's 2. Let's look at another 2. Like, now we have to do plus 2. Dolo's sitting here talking about scientists. Dolo's there talking about demons. Why use those words? You already know someone that's interested in those sorts of things, and you're using those words for no reason out of the clear blue sky. That's a consistency right there, right? So both these guys don't know each other, but they both have the same ideas at the same time. They're doing and saying the same things at the same time, and they both don't know each other. That's not an inconsistency, that's a consistency. That is consistent. That's perpetual. How does that make any damn sense? So you're going to tell me. So this is why I call people taco eaters. This is the reason why I call people taco eaters right there. Because you know it's true. You know every damn word I'm saying is true. You know every last sentence is true. But you still choose to listen to these guys anyway. Anyways, it don't matter what they do, who they doing it to, you're still gonna listen to the dude. You're a taco eater, man. You are a taco. You are a powerful. You are you are a self-empowered taco eater, man. You know what I mean? You're a highly driven. You're a highly driven taco. Okay, that's enough. But hey, man, this shit has got to stop. This shit has got to stop. Now, there's another thing I wanted to say though, because there's a little thing about like protection and shit. Man, I don't know. Like, I protect my family. My family are protected. My family are protected, man. I don't know about everybody else. I would like to say that everybody's under my umbrella and everything is gonna be good. I would like to say that. I would like to believe that. I'm doing this for y'all. I'm not doing this for myself. If I was doing something for myself, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. I'd be doing something else. And maybe I wouldn't be in minimum wage. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, well, you know what? I mean, I don't really have a choice. I don't really have a choice. It's like they try to get my attention all the time. I have to fight them back for some fucking reason. Yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. Same shit, different day. But I'm still doing this for y'all. You know what I mean? I'm doing this because I know how it feels now. You know what I mean? I know how it feels to be stalked. I know how it feels to be gang stalked. I know how it feels to be stuck in the fourth dimension. I know how it feels to be humiliated publicly. Humiliated. Yes, that's what I said. I know how it feels to be publicly humiliated. I know how it feels. All that shit. All that shit. I know how it feels. And it's heinous. There's nothing cool about it. And that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because, it's right. It's the right thing to do for a person in my position. It's the right thing to do for a person in my position. What else am I going to do? I'm not just going to let you, release dogs on me and, slander me all up and down these streets and, ruin relationships and all kinds of shit. Of course, I'm going to air you out. I'm going to air you out like it's the 1920s and my name is El Capone. With a Tommy gun. Just. You know what I mean? It's only right. It is only right. It's just normal. Every action has a opposite reaction. So, like I said before, America, look at hey man, this dude. How you gonna, how you hold up? How you gonna take a plane and how you gonna get jet lag and your plane didn't take off yet? That's an inconsistency right there. That's inconsistent. To me, that's consistent, but that's an inconsistency. How you gonna make a video about a dude saying you taking some needles and you like, yo, dog, I'm tired and shit. The plane hasn't even taken off. You didn't even sleep yet. Nothing. Drink a cup of coffee and make a video, nigga. Like, what? Oh, you ain't taking me seriously? Is that it? You know what I mean? You know what I mean, bro? Like, shit is crazy. Montreal wearing lipstick, something thingamajig. I don't know. I don't know what all that shit's about. You did your homework. You found out where I'm from. Well, it's not really where I'm from, but you found out where I'm at. That's not really where I'm from, but you found out where I'm at. You know what I mean? You know, I'm from Montreal. I hide it because I don't want everybody to know where I'm at or where I'm from, because there's the fucking internet. Does that scare me? Does that shake me? Does that do anything to me in any shape or form? Fuck no. I don't really give a shit. Because when I started my YouTube channel, I used to tell people from where I'm from. Never got any trouble for it. I just thought it was maybe a good idea not to say that in every episode. I don't really give a shit. I ain't got nothing to hide. I ain't got nothing to hide. There is nothing that I haven't told. There is no secrets between me and my viewers. The people that know me, the people that have watched my channel for a long time, there are no secrets there, man. There might be some details that they don't know, but there are no secrets between me and my viewers. If you are an actual viewer of mine, there is nothing, all the bad shit that I've done, all the good shit that I've done, it's all out there. You ain't gonna catch me slipping with some fucking, I got some secrets that I don't want to come out. Get the fuck out of here. The hell on out of here with that shit, man. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, I'm very candid. I'm very authentic. You know, I'm a truth teller, so of course I always tell the truth. You know what I mean? But I do feel bad for you, man. Like I do feel bad for you because you look, man. I'm telling you, but stop those fucking needles and shit. Well, whatever. I'm having sympathy for my enemy and shit. That ain't good. That's not the right thing. That's not how I'm supposed to be. Because y'all came after us. You didn't come after me alone. You came after us as a group. So now I have to rectify this. I don't know what the rest of the group is going to do. I don't know what the rest of the group is going to do. Quite frankly, I don't care. Like I said before in my other video, I don't care. You want to know why I don't care, people? I'm going to tell you why I don't care. Because a few months ago, I did a video trying to tell you to become more of yourself and you're going to gain more power. As you become more of yourself, you're going to become more power. What the fuck was the response? Complete fucking bullshit. So I don't know what you're going to do now, man. With all these inconsistencies and all these consistencies and all this algebra. I don't know what you're going to do with all this. I don't know what you're going to do with all this. I don't know how you're going to take this information. I don't know how you're going to flip it. I don't know. Because there's a clear disconnect between me and you. There's a clear disconnect between me and you. So I don't know what you're going to do. But me, I know what I'm going to do. I'm gonna work my magic. I'm gonna work my magic, and I'm gonna work my magic, and that's it. That's all I can do. Am I trying to dodge protecting you or some shit? No. If it helps you out, that's fine by me. All I'm saying is, I don't know what your plans are, man. I don't know what your plans are. That's all I'm saying. But I know my immediate family, my immediate group, and my immediate family, they're protected. They're protected by very powerful demons. They're protected by very powerful gods. So I'm not worried about them. But it has come to my attention. I did receive a message from the ether where y'all feel like, my family feel like I might leave them behind for some money. I'm not going to leave you behind for some money. I'm just going to make money. Make money, make money, money, money. Homie, if you ask me, that's the only way. Make money, money, money. That's it. That's the only way. It ain't about leaving somebody behind or, blah, blah, blah. It ain't about that. It ain't about that. Look, man. There's a couple of things that are considered God or godlike on this planet. I'm going to name you two. The Illuminati and money. Those are the things that everybody in the entire world, that's like a consistency. That's consistent, right? That's something that's automatic. That's systematic. Everybody knows that shit. If you ask anybody, what do you consider God apart from this person that people call God, right? This entity, this thing, this whatever they call God. What is it? Illuminati. And what's the other one? Money. Money makes the world go around. The reason why the Illuminati is considered as God is because of that big old eye that they have. Because they're watching everybody, big brothers watching you, CCTV, everything. Right? They're watching everybody. They're always everywhere. They infiltrated all the walks of life. They infiltrated all the governments and the countries and the nations and all that. They infiltrated everywhere. So they like God, right? They're almost omnipotent. They're almost omnipotent, right? So they can be considered as God to some people, right? So what's the deal with money? Because Illuminati and money is not synonymous. Illuminati and money is not synonymous. I'm going to tell you what's going on right now. What's going on right now, in case you didn't know. Because I know. But there's not enough people that know. So that knowledge does not make anything better for me. Well, actually, that's a lie. It does make things better for me. But it's kind of complicated. Because like I said before, it's all about the observer. It's all about the observer. You can think that you're Dolo the pilot. You can think that you're Elmera. You can think that you're Lucifer. But at the end of the day, if the observer is not looking at you, you don't exist. Don't matter how many books you read. Don't matter how many languages you know. It doesn't matter how strong you are magically or spiritually. If the observer does not recognize you in any shape or form, you don't exist. And you don't know who you are either. If the observer does not look at you, you don't know who you are either. So money, the cause for concern here. The cause for concern money. Check this out. Illuminati is not synonymous to money. Illuminati is Robin Hood. Illuminati is activism. Illuminati is cults, social structures, gatekeepers. These niggas have jobs just like everyone else. They ain't got all the money. They're taking the money. So wait a minute, time out. Hold up. Hold the phones. Because there's some things you need to understand this right here. You need to understand this right here. You need to focus. Robin Hood. Steal from the rich, give to the poor. Disney movie. Cartoon shows. Steal from the rich, give to the poor. Steal from the rich, give to the poor. Indoctrination, conditioning. Steal from the rich, give to the poor. Robin Hood, Illuminati character. Illuminati character. If it's an Illuminati character, what does that mean? What does it mean to be rich? How can I call you rich when you ain't got no money? There's a way I can call you rich if you ain't got no money. If you're spiritually rich, I can tell you that you're rich, even if you ain't got no money. Let's go back full circle. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in the time machine. Let's go in the time machine and go back in time. So what did I say in one of my latest videos? Things in the mirror are closer than they appear. Things in the mirror are closer than they appear. This is a retrospect on your life. Now let's go back. Let's go forward. Let's go in the present now. Spiritually rich. A lot of people think because they're spiritually rich, that means that the money doesn't come with it. But the money comes with being spiritually rich too. You're just rich. You're born rich. You're just a rich ass nigga. Knowledge is power. Power is abundance. So being a spiritually rich person makes you rich physically. The two go hand in hand. But the thing is, while you were listening to the indoctrination that they were giving you, while you were listening to other people telling you how to become yourself, contradiction there, that's ironic because that's kind of what I do. You know, while you were listening to people, well, I already said I was a bullshit YouTuber too, so whatever, man. You know, I don't lie. So while you were listening to other people telling you how to be yourself, they were taking money out of your pockets. So these people were telling you, y'all, if you're spiritual, then you should be eating some trees. If you're spiritual, then you shouldn't be buying these things. If you're spiritual, you shouldn't be riding around in this car. If you're spiritual, you shouldn't be living in this house. If you're spiritual, they're telling you, if you spiritual this, if you spiritual that, if you spiritual this, if you spiritual that, all the time. But when was it your turn to tell people how you felt about spirituality? Because if you had spoken long enough, money, abundance would have came along in the subject at some point. Because believe you me, someone that's spiritually rich deserves to be abundant. Because being spiritually rich, you're capable of bringing joy and happiness to people in some shape or form. So that should be compensated. But the thing is, and that's not a given, it's just something that happens. It depends on everybody, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's different. Everybody has their own things. But ideally, what happened was, ideally for them, what happened was they were the one telling you how you should be if you're spiritual, i.e., the fucking Bible. You know what I mean? And no, I'm not going to throw Buddhism under the bus here, because Buddhism is not a religion, and Buddhism is a choice. Nobody tells you to do that. You don't have to live in a monastery. You can be a Buddhist wherever you want. Of course, because you have to meditate, meditating near a damn train station might not be the best of ideas. So, of course, you're going to have to move somewhere where there's not a damn train station so you can meditate. Or an airport. That's just common sense. That's just common sense. That's just obvious, right? So, what happened was these guys were telling you how to be spiritual. These guys were telling you what it means to be spiritual. And while you were doing that, while you were doing everything that you was reading, and you was doing everything that people was telling you to do, they was just plucking money out your pocket. It was taking away your abundance. So let's go back in the past now. Let's jump back in the time machine. People are now, the ether is telling me that you're afraid that I might leave the family behind because of my views on life. Nah. The reason why you're afraid that happens is because you are not aware of the reality of cash money. You are not aware of the reality of cash money, and that's what it is. You are not aware that abundance is connected to a flow, a stream connected to your mentality and imagination and your aura. But if you knew that money was actually connected to your aura, your mentality, your personality, your character, the way you think, how you proceed in life, blah, 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 your psychology, your spirituality, the amount of openness that you have, your understanding, your third eye, and all that shit, you would not be surprised that I act the way I act. You would act the same way too. Matter of fact, you would probably have a channel and you'd be very pissed off because you would figure out that there was Robin Hood was not robbing the hood. Robin Hood was robbing you. You know what I mean? And it don't feel right. It ain't nice. You know what I mean? It's not nice. It ain't nice at all. Robin Hood is robbing you. And yeah, I mean, I don't care that much about people. You know, it's not a, I don't really care that much about people, but it's justified. It's justified. A lot of people, like you, I can't hang around people that are scared. You know what I mean? Like I can't hang around my peoples aren't scared. You know, my group of people are not scared people. So I can't really hang around with people that scared because people that scared is gonna get your ass fucked up. You know, you know. So and that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are scared, man, and I don't know why people are scared. I'm not sure why people are scared. I know the fourth dimension is a scary place to live in. I know the Illuminati is capable of doing a lot of intimidation. I know that. But at the same time, that don't stop me from being me throughout the day. You know, like I don't care what the exterior think or what other people think. Like I'm still me at the end of the day. You know, you can't change me. Like I'm just me. You know what I mean? So, and if being me is annoying to you, then I'm gonna be even more me. Because the thing is, you might not have a lot of ways to defend yourself against these entities and people and blah blah blah. I don't know. I'm speculating. That's not my case, but I'm speculating. You might not have a lot of ways to defend yourself against these things, but you have to understand, like, if you find something that piss a nigga off, that means you're doing something good. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no haters, if people don't like you, you're probably doing something right. Like that's a thing. If people don't like you, then you're probably doing something right. There's a lot of people that don't like me. So I'm pretty sure I'm doing something right, whatever that thing is. You know what I mean? But that's the reason why I don't like people. You know what I mean? Like I just they're. I mean, recently there's been so much back turning and backstabbing that I'm kind of like I'm done, bro. Like I'm just done, bro. I'm done. Like I can't do it no more, bro. Like I can't sit here and like just keep getting stabbed in the back and shit. Like this is stupid. This is ridiculous. Like, and you can't ask me to do anything differently. Like you can't really ask a nigga like that to do anything. Like all y'all do is like just turn your backs on niggas. Like so I can't, like I don't care. Like that doesn't mean I don't. That doesn't mean that my real family, or the people I'm gonna leave. It's just in general, I'm a little bit reluctant towards other people. I'm a little bit reluctant towards the observer. You know what I mean? I'm taking the observer with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Which I did not do. Like my videos, I always knew that the observer was watching me. But I was doing my videos for people that are like me too. But I'm on YouTube, so I have to like, of course the observer is gonna watch me. I can't just target specifically people like it's not like I can just see this person right here in this country. I'm gonna send my video to exactly that person. Of course there's gonna be observers watching. Like it's like my radio show. The Illuminati listens to my fucking radio show, man. There's people that listen to the Illuminati listens to my radio show more than regular people do. The Illuminati listens to my fucking radio show more than regular people do, man. That's fucked up. That's some very fucked up shit. The Illuminati probably watches my YouTube video. No, let me correct that. The Illuminati watches my YouTube videos more than regular people do. And we're not even friends. I don't even know why they got their eye on everything and everybody, blah blah blah. Like they always want to stay up to date. But there's a clear disconnect between me and the observer. Because the whole time that the Illuminati was watching my listening to my radio show and watching my YouTube channel, I was trying to reach out to the observer. Of course, I was trying to reach out to people like me, but the observer was kind of part of the shit too. It goes hand in hand. When you're in media, if you're a public personality or some shit like that, that shit goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. There's no like dodging that shit. You can't really like, it just goes with the territory, you know? Like, you're gonna have like regular fans, and then you're gonna have like super fans, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then you're gonna have people that actually resonate with you on that level. You know what I mean? So those people, you kind of like doing that for them too. Of course, you're trying to reach people like you because you want those people to form a community and to be, you know, talk together and blah, 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 mingle, whatever the fuck, you know, network, whatever they do. But at the end of the day, it's not just them that listens to you. It's everybody. So, point of the story is, to make a long story short, I will never leave my family, my real family, ever. Even if they disown me, even if they disown me, bro, I will still be family. You know what I mean? Like, I'll still be I will still consider myself to be part of that family, even if they disown my ass. I don't know about you though, but that's how I feel. I already disowned them once. I'm not gonna disown them twice. And as for the protection, like I said before, I don't know. I'm such a special guy. I feel like I'm the only one getting the protection. I feel like it's only my group that's getting the protection. I feel it's only us that's getting the protection right now. Right now, I feel like it's only us that has the protection. I don't know if the gods feel like protecting everybody in this situation, because the gods are looking. The gods are looking, man. And if I'm here, Lucifer is here, giving you all this knowledge, waking you up, because he's the morning star, he's the illumination, he's the sun, and he's brightening up your day. Pardon my language, no pun intended, but he's brightening up your eyesight. He's clearing the mud off of your eyesight, and you sitting there listening to Dolo. You sitting there listening to Elmera. You turning on back on the fruits of the fruits of Eden, because that's what Lucifer does. Lucifer has a big old basket full of apples that comes from the tree of life, and he's like, eat this motherfucker, eat this motherfucker, and that's it. That's what he does. No pun intended. You know, and you just, you throwing the apple on the ground to go play in the dirt. You know, I don't know how much protection that attracts to you. I don't know how much protection that attracts to you. I don't know the amount. I don't know. I could be off. I could be completely off by saying this, but at the end of the day, maybe that's what the problem is, because it's not the first time I tell people you're protected. It's not the first time I'm telling yo, we doing the cleanup. It's not the first time that I tell people, yo, you're not by yourself. It's not the first time I tell people, yo, I'm here with you. It's not the first time I tell people we work in tandem. It's not the first time I tell people any of this shit. And every time I say this shit, it falls on deaf ears. And the Illuminati fucking around, and they're doing shit, and you know what I mean, they're doing spells, and they're pausing, they're stopping time with their mock their mock events and stuff like that, and all kinds of shit. And then you kind of feel like, bro, like, these niggas ain't working, man. These niggas ain't working. So, but the thing is, you gotta work to get the rewards. So I'm kind of like, and being protected by the gods, it's kind of a reward. So I kind of feel like, I don't know if they're getting their rewards right now. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I have no idea if they're putting in the work to get their rewards. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, like, I'm sitting here and I'm saying, oh, you're protected, and then you don't see the protection, or you don't feel like you're protected, and you don't see the protection, and you don't, like, you feel like I'm just bullshitting or I'm just talking nonsense. But at the end of the day, you got to ask yourself, did you do the work in order to find out if what I'm saying is true or not? That's the difference right there. So I'm sorry, this time, so today, for today on exclusively, I'm going to say I'm protected. I'm going to say there's a bunch of gods that have my back. That's what I'm going to say today. For today. I don't know about tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow my rhetoric will change. But today, it's about me. Today is about us. It's about my family. We got a lot of shit to bring to the world. But the world might not be ready for what we have. And that's a damn shame. But all in due time, I guess. All in due time. So anyways, speaking of which, man, y'all need to... Okay, first of all, y'all need to leave Will Smith alone. That's another consistency right there, man. That's another consistency right there, man. The Will Smith slap. A few months ago, if you don't know, Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, right? A few weeks ago. Will Smith slapped Chris Rock at the Oscars, live television. A lot of people thought it was fake. A lot of people feel like it was fake. I don't know. Maybe it is. The one thing I do know is after the slap, what happened? Elmera, Exhibit A. Elmera came out with a meme, and that meme was a picture of a family in the ER, in the emergency room, and it stated that this is what would have happened to his family if he hadn't said he was sorry. Let me explain. Hold on, jury. Hold on. I'm going to explain to you why I feel that is a consistency. Everybody knows who Will Smith is. $20+ million per movie. Sometimes year after year, blockbuster, whatever. Chris Rock, one of the most successful comedians, true, loved by a lot of people. Right. Chris Rock, unfortunately, I do not think that Chris Rock is on Will Smith's level. Personally, I do not think that Elmera thinks that Chris Rock is on Will Smith's level. Mind you, Elmera said that he is not Illuminati. No. Elmera said that the Illuminati is a conspiracy. Mind you, I don't think Elmera thinks Chris Rock is more powerful than Will Smith, Illuminati or no Illuminati, because at the end of the day, Will Smith has more money. So by default, Will Smith is more dangerous than Chris Rock. So by pure common sense, by pure knowledge, by pure logic, right? Why would someone would randomly say that someone that is more powerful financially than another one would be able to murder the entire family of that said person? You're going to tell me that Elmera thinks that Chris Rock is financially more powerful than Will Smith? Really? Because I don't know one person on the planet that thinks that. Now, let's give Elmera more credit. And let's say Elmera is not as dumb as he looks. That would mean that he said that shit on purpose. It had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with me. I guarantee you that. So that shit that he said that shit on his own. But the thing is, two inconsistencies there. A contradiction exists in that statement. Elmera does not believe in conspiracies. So who would have contracted those murders? Who would have contracted those murders? The Illuminati is a conspiracy. Chris Rock was going to contract those murders? I didn't know Chris Rock used to get down like that. Like I don't know. I have no idea. You need to give me some context. Context is king. How do you come off saying Chris Rock is going to murder Will Smith's family? I'm not saying Chris Rock can't do that shit, but this motherfucker probably has like 10 feet tall guard dogs in front of his house. You know what I mean? Probably not, but you know what I mean? Like, you know. Illuminati is a conspiracy. That's what he said. And yet his first response was to take the side of the physically less imposing opponent and say that the physically less threatening opponent would be capable of murdering the more imposing other person entire family. Okay. That's two. That's two. Two plus another. Oh, you thought I was finished? You thought I was finished? No. Two plus two. Dodo the pilot. A couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, it was a long time from today. I'm pretty sure everybody that listens to Dodo the pilot consistently heard him rant for a good 20 to 40 minutes about Will Smith. Dissing the F out of him. For some reason. Out of nowhere. Here's Exhibit A. Dolo the pilot preaches love and all kinds of shit. Dolo the pilot has a platform. Why would Dolo the pilot go after Will Smith? What possible good reason would Dolo the pilot have to go after Will Smith? To go in on him like that? There's no reason for him to go in on him like that. Like, there's no... I don't get it. Like, you know, like... You have a group. You're making money. You're looking for connections. You want to meet Snoop Dogg. You want to meet Snoop Dogg, but you're dissing Will Smith. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense, man. Like, you know, it doesn't add up. So to me, that's 2 + 2 is 4. These are two different individuals that don't know each other, and yet they have the exact same vision of Will Smith. Me, in my entourage, there's not a lot of people in my universe. There's not a lot of people that hate Will Smith because everybody loves fucking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and shit. So it's very rare for me to hear people say that they don't like Will Smith. Very rare. It's not something that happens a lot. So I feel like Will Smith saying that he wants to protect his family. That he slapped Chris Rock in the face. And all that. It could be fake, but he also has very valid motives to do that shit. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's trying to, you know, fake his death, or I don't know, some shit like that. But one thing I do know is that these two guys that admittedly both said that they're Masons, they both have a problem with Will Smith. They both have the same way of conducting business by either keeping away people or attacking people. These consistencies, and not inconsistencies, because this is starting to be consistent, leads me to believe that these two niggas are on some bullshit. But I'll let you decide, man. I'll let you decide. I mean, you know, I believe that we need to grow up, be more mature, be more aware, stop listening to bullshit, start listening to ourselves, and be about it. Because listening to Elmera and listening to Dolo will not make you about it. It will not. And run this shit back. Run this video back. Because I want you to remember the part about money. I want you to remember the part about money. I want that shit to be engraved in your mind. I want you to stop thinking that Robin Hood is a good guy. I want you to stop thinking that you need to steal from the rich and give to the poor. Because that kind of shit right there, that's how the Jacobins started. And the Jacobins was a social activist group that was the same as the Illuminati. They were the Illuminati. So the Illuminati's always been working in the background to make people destroy their own equilibrium. They always go for the economics. They go for the economics, then they go for the art. Well, they go for the art first, and then the economics, and then they're going to try to take your soul, which this is the next stage of their evolution, which we have right now. So that's why we have a bunch of people, a bunch of overachieving people that ends up being actors, rappers, and blah, 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 because they think the Illuminati is going to give them everything that they always wanted. And in actuality, everything that they always wanted was already there. But it's not that easy either, because even though it was already there, whether you see it or not, these people are taking it away from you. They're stealing your shit. So I'm going to let that sit with you, man. I see you guys later. Peace out. Have a good one.